When I go to a store and I think of the song like, "Hey, big man."
So are we calling this? Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, you sound good.
Are we calling it Birdcage? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Tentatively.
I mean, I think it sounds funny, and it's also it works because Twitter is gone.
Your phone's causing
I'll
interference.
get rid of it in just a second.
But yeah, we're gonna call it the Birdcage. It seems natural. It seems nice. Welcome to the Birdcage. Come on down to the Birdcage.
This is Birdcage, baby.
We're birds. We're in a cage. Bottega Create, BC.
Birdcage.
Before Christ. Christ. Antichrist. Antisocial. Social media.
Oh my god. Antisocial. Social media.
Media production. Production team.
Media presence.
Media presence. President of the United States.
Presence of Christmas.
Christmas time. December 25th. The solstice.
Jesus Christ. Amen. The Birdcage.
All right, this time on the Birdcage. Birdcage. Bottega Create. I just do it the whole episode.
Okay. Awesome. This is awesome.
All right, bring us in, Taylor.
Are we calling it Birdcage? Yeah, for now. Fuck it, why not?
Get in the Birdcage.
I'm Led Rowe, and this is Bottega Create the podcast. Wait, no, I want to say what
This is the
formerly known
Birdcage.
as
Hey, we're
I
gonna
wanna
be
say-
music coming in. You're gonna be like, "This is the Birdcage."
This
I'm
is
Led
formerly
Rowe.
known as Bottega Create the podcast, but that was only for episode. Yeah, okay, I got it. Hi, I'm Led Rowe, and this is the Birdcage, formerly known as Bottega Create the podcast, not sponsored by That's It Bar.
Yo.
We wish we were sponsored by that. That's It Bar. They're really good.
They're pretty tasty. We eat them all
I've
the
never
time.
had them.
I don't know why we start the show off with food, but I guess that's a thing now.
What's
What the fuck is this?
Try it.
It's fruit leather.
Oh, it's fruit. Oh, it's. This is a thick piece of fruit leather. This looks like the mix between a fig bar and like an apple fruit
It's because
leather.
it's real fruit leather. Like it's actually just like an apple pressed down
Like, part of me is actually sad I had to give that away, but he deserves it.
for the show.
It's for you, the viewers at home.
Is this?
I'm gonna give it a fucking 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10.
I don't know if it's the mints that I ate before.
Yeah, that's gonna make that bad.
Oh,
That's gonna
yeah.
make that bad.
I think eating a mint before anything that's not also mint is probably bad.
I think eating a mint before fruit.
Oh,
is,
I'm just going to put this out here. I don't like mint and chocolate.
Okay,
I don't
what-
think mint and chocolate should have ever been mixed.
I
That's
disagree. I disagree. I love me a nice
chocolate
fucking
mint is blah. The little
mint
the mint
chocolate
they
ice
leave you on
cream?
the pillow at a hotel. Blech.
I don't have a leg to stand on here because I like vanilla ice cream. So
I like vanilla ice cream. That's not
You
chocolate
missed
mint.
vanilla, huh?
Chocolate mint is an abomination. You heard it here on the Birdcage.
I'm not against that. I think too much stuff in any ice cream is an abomination. Anyways, are we gonna start out the show every time with Dolo trying something new?
I don't know.
I
You
like-
guys just
why
always
not?
bring like
I like
snacks and stuff. You got the fucking. You bring a fucking book and a fucking Chicago Bills fucking.
Yeah.
Chicago
Yeah,
Bills
Zach-
fucking shit.
We just want to point out that Zach has made his set look a lot better than ours, and he doesn't care what's on our. We don't have anything.
You have a fucking-
I have a tiny icy Ike.
And you got a fucking thing above you, a drawing picture. Yeah.
People
Look
can't
at
even
me.
see that.
I don't even know what you can see, but I imagine it's just red wall.
It's just red wall.
Disappointment. So where do you
we
get
still
these
got
little
ice.
fancy things? Like what even?
Corner brew.
This-
Well, no,
Oh,
shout
he's-
out Costco. No, that's a Costco item.
He
Yeah.
loves that corner booth restocks and Taylor.
No,
goes
no,
in.
no. I
He's
have
like-
my own at home. I have my own bag of them at home that I take.
I want you to know, if you don't think that when Corner Booth restocks that Taylor takes a little home baggie for himself, you don't know Taylor Wardell.
I go in there and eat snacks, and I don't even work in there. I'll go in there
There's
and
no
Nick-
home baggie, Frank. Don't. If you're watching this now, don't let him fool you.
Nick like insists. Like I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
right? Nick's like, please.
Yeah, have a snack, dude. Have a snack. Have a beer too. And I'm like,
Oh, so that's where the beer is going.
I don't bring beer to the studio ever. I've never brought alcohol to that studio.
He gets wasted there every week.
It's everybody else. They kind of just like Nick. I go there. I see him at the little. What was that festival? What was that road festival that I went to? Perry Street Festival.
Perry Street Festival.
Or Perry Street Market.
Yes.
Perry Street Market. Yeah, it was a Perry Street Market. I went there. Live music. You know, Nick's girl was like doing a sales rep stuff for some painting thing. I don't know. I bought a shirt for my wife, but fucking go to the studio, show him 2 songs, and he's like, literally, first thing is like, and I tell him like, oh, I haven't been drinking. Like, I'm not really drinking that much right now, and he's just like, let's go to the studio. First thing, bust out scotch whiskey, and I'm like, well, he's like, this is tradition when you roll through. I'm like, what? All right, like I'm not gonna deny this request.
So he's just hooking you up with the scotch every time you roll through.
Not every time. Sometimes it's platinum, and I think that's from your inspiration on him. You're the one that got everybody on the platinum. You got everyone.
I would never introduce everyone to such a cheap and nasty liquor.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No. No, that was not me. I don't even drink ever.
He drinks water.
Yeah,
that's about it.
I mean, that's
protein
all
shakes.
I've had today.
Really?
Protein shakes and water. Yeah. I had some chocolate. No, not chocolate. Peanut butter pretzels. Yeah, those are good.
Oh, those are. I like the chocolate pretzels better. Not a big fan.
We lost our producer. He ran away.
I don't know where my water went.
Here, I got an extra one right here.
It's over there behind the speaker.
Guy brings his fucking Up book, brings his Chicago Bills fucking
It's Bulls.
eraser.
What is the Chicago Bills?
I'm just saying that because
You say Billy Button too.
Birdcage.
you guys called it the Billy Button because you've seen how much dust bunnies were up in there. Did you ever see the video of that?
Video what?
Of me and my belly button for a promo.
Pull your belly button out right now. Show them how much dirt is in it right now. I bet it's fucking filthy.
No one can even
look
see.
at there's
We'll
a
go to a
right there.
video and up close of his
no,
belly button.
I want you to go look at how much dirt is currently in his belly button.
I don't want to.
No,
Can you just go and confirm for the audience at least? Like,
just come here. It's easier for you.
yeah.
Look at there's a booger right there.
In the belly button?
Yeah.
This isn't for me.
Boogers have belly buttons too. Look at this. You see it?
No, just go right there.
Do you see?
It's filthy, right?
It's pretty gross. It looks like there's a scab in it.
Oh my god.
No, it's a fry.
I've been stabbed and there's a scab in my billy. That's it. Apple, mangoes, fruit leather.
Clean Billy.
How? I don't understand.
Clean. This
How
thing, you could eat off of this.
I wouldn't.
There's a little dirt in there.
Yeah.
It's at the very back.
Taylor doesn't have as much fur on his body, so I feel like he doesn't collect as much dust.
I'm a hairless cat.
I think there's part of my
Hairless
umbilical.
bird.
I think there's part of my umbilical cord still stuck right here.
You still
That's
got some of that.
disgusting.
It feels weird.
I'm
you gonna
ready
have
for
kids
this
soon?
bit to not be a bit anymore.
Are you gonna have kids soon?
Am I gonna have kids?
Yeah, like are you?
What,
thinking
I'm
about
not
it?
married.
I'm interested in having kids as soon as possible.
Like, what about you though? I'm starting to question this. Being the I would say the forefront leader of our group, especially in age and experience of life, not just experience of your skill.
Of
but
like shagging women.
yeah, shagging. I know you've shagged like
I know
a whole
you've
bunch.
shagged a lot.
Yeah, you get shaggy. Some would say, but when are you gonna have a kid? When are you gonna settle down and have a kid?
Be closer
Like,
to your
for real.
mic.
When are you gonna settle down?
I feel like, if I was the shaggy one, wouldn't I already have kids?
Oh, like Justin.
That,
I think maybe you're a more like docile shag.
Like he's a power bottom. We've already established that's not the case. He's a dom.
Oh, he chokes him.
Next.
So what's new? Ledro? Anything new? Anything going down? Got anything going on this week coming up?
Yeah, you wore shorts and flip flops to work. Tell us.
It's a Sunday.
You're
At,
right.
at the current time of the filming, it is a Sunday.
Were you doing anything this week though? It's cool or not?
I'd have to look at the schedule because my brain is on paper.
How
I know
do you
we got some
apply?
political
Hey,
stuff
hey,
going
Led
on.
Row, how you doing? Had to look on the schedule. I don't really know.
I don't know how I'm doing. Let me look at the piece of paper that says good, bad, or poor and pick one.
Awesome podcast.
Tell us where you're at as far as the end of the month. We're approaching, what is it, the 30th today?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about the month of July then? If you don't know about the future, tell me about the now and the presents.
yeah,
Or
I
the
like
presents
that.
in the past. What do you feel about
I do
July?
try and stay more present. The present's been good. Been doing a lot more production stuff and writing.
What are
which
you
is, like,
writing? Books?
necessary.
Are you writing? What are
Yeah.
you just fucking?
What am I
Are
writing?
you
He's
writing on
writing his
paper? Are you writing your
journal.
schedule down on paper for the next month?
He's writing his journal about kissing your sweet neck.
This is true. I've been after his sweet neck for a while.
I don't know the
Trying to get him
obsession with
divorced.
my sweet neck. I tell one person about my sweet neck, and you guys fucking run to the bank with it. That's the only sweet neck I have.
What's new with you, Ethan?
I'm constantly working too, but I'd say new with me. I just started an HVAC business of my own with my little brother, and
Do you have a name for it yet or not?
I'm not gonna disclose the name.
Well, come on.
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
I'll tell you this.
The
right
audience
now.
wants you to.
Okay, I'm gonna give you guys the fucking commercial. What it looks like. Bruce's Best Heating, Cooling, Excellence. 3rd generation HVAC.
Ooh.
It's terrific.
As a heater. As a heater.
So we're gonna be
Fireworks
doing
go
really
off.
simplistic operations for like a HVAC ran out of a truck.
I tried to sell Nickus mini split yesterday.
I did too. He'll buy from me if I can
he's
hook him
interested. I
up.
think he's interested.
Yeah, he'll buy from
You
me.
said you got the plug.
Well, I'll just kind of work in a deal to where it's like, hey, I'm gonna take you to New York, and you're gonna not get paid. You're just gonna get a free trip to New York, and I'll install mini splits for you.
But he pays for them.
Yeah, he has to pay for he has to pay for the units, and I'll install them
I'll
for free.
install 'em for free,
Yeah,
yeah.
the install is, the equipment costs. If you know where to get the equipment, you can get it fucking dirt cheap. But sometimes you don't get it dirt cheap if you don't know where to go.
All right. Well, HVAC's really boring. What are you doing that's exciting?
I am making an album.
Oh, okay. You have a name for that?
Yes, I cannot disclose that though. I will not.
What's the vibe of the name? What's the what do you mean?
A government document, as I would say, is what it is pretty close to. Something you put on a government document, or any sort of government document. You're gonna put this stuff down on there. That's the only tip I can give you.
If you went to prison and you had to pick one gang that wasn't Aryan Brotherhoods, what gang would you pick?
MS-13.
See, that's why I asked the question, is because I was like, oh, he's calling the album MS-13. So that's really funny. We're right there, I feel like.
13 tracks on the album, so that's not. Is it a coincidence? The world may never know. I'm married now. I wasn't married like.
Yeah. We talked
about that last episode.
Yeah, but I'm
Nobody
married now.
cares.
That's new. I'd say in the month of
No.
July. I got married in July. July 3rd.
That's definitely old news.
Okay, good news. But yeah, that's about all that's going on with me. It's going pretty well. I'd say it's going terrific.
Would you say she's a ball and chain?
What does he mean?
You know, I mean,
What does he mean? What does he mean, a ball and chain?
People throw that out all the time. Oh, the old ball and chain. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
you think she's like got me whipped?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just like, this whole thing.
It would hurt to get whipped by a ball and chain. It'd be dangerous,
Unless
lethal.
that's what you're into.
Not.
I've never been into like being hurt either.
I've been bit pretty hard and scratched pretty bad a few times, but
I
the
saw.
biting definitely is like it. There's a level for me.
I
there's a
think-
certain level of like, oh, this is sensual,
Are you-
and there's a certain level of like, hey, you're hurting me.
Are you referring to a moment I think you're talking about?
No, different moment. Different moment with my wife. Bit me real good, and I was like, hey, you're gonna fucking get a finger? Stop. Not
You're
on
gonna
my
get a finger.
Not on my finger either. It was on my arm, and I was like, sheesh.
I thought you said you were
I
gonna
even
get
made
a
that
finger.
noise. I was even getting bit, and it was
I
like,
heard you're gonna get a finger.
Yeah,
Which-
that's what
that,
you heard.
That leads my mind into interesting places.
In the butthole?
oh no, like bite a finger off,
You're gonna
like
shrink
bite a
finger?
finger off, like Schmiegel.
I liked what I imagined better.
I know.
It's like as a threat.
I
you're
didn't
like,
think
you're
about
gonna
it.
get a finger.
I didn't think about it. Why is that what comes to your head? It's like,
That'd be a high threat. That'd be a large threat.
That's a pretty heavy.
what if
threat.
they like that?
Ooh.
2?
Are you? Well, I guess answer. Does she like it?
Double it and give it to the next person.
This is top secret.
Would you like me to finger? Would you like me to finger your asshole, or should I double it and give it to the next person?
Birdcage.
Birdcage.
Babe's dead.
And that's the promo. We're done.
Yeah. What about you, Zach? What's going on with you, dude?
Gonna go to Chicago. See
Why?
Lollapalooza.
Who are you gonna see?
Oh, so last podcast you had a girlfriend that you were gonna go to Lollapalooza with,
I don't know.
and now
we're not gonna
today,
talk about that on the podcast.
You guys asked me about my wife.
Yeah.
Now you're going.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask you about your ex-wife.
I've only had one.
Well, yeah, if you did, and I wouldn't.
Oh, okay, I hear ya. I don't think that's true.
So, is there a special someone going with you to Lollapalooza?
Pick me.
But no, yeah, mostly I'm just focusing on the Don't Pay Your Taxes album, which is out now. I'm running for mayor
In Spokane.
in Spokane. You'll see my yard signs out. The primaries just opened up. So yeah, I'll be running for mayor, Easy Z for mayor.
Yeah. What are things that are weird about Spokane? How about that?
What's weird about Spokane? Well, you guys fucking eat fry sauce. That's fucking weird.
I
don't
like
think
fry
eating
sauce.
fry sauce is weird.
It's because you're from here and you don't know it's weird. Fry sauce is not fucking.
That's because you like mild sauce.
Fry-
You're a
it's-
mild
well,
sauce
yeah,
guy.
but like people from Chicago like mild sauce. I'm talking the rest of the country. We don't fuck with fry sauce. That's just here.
I think it's a more Western thing because I think it started in California.
It's like almost a Maine. It's like people in Maine be eating mayo with their fries, right? And you guys were like, yeah, let's just put a little other stuff in there too.
It's
Put the phone
tangy.
down. I can hear
it's
you.
I'm looking
light.
up where did fry sauce originate?
All here's your phone now.
I mean, like,
Utah.
Yeah, that sounds like
that
P&W.
does sound like some Mormon shit.
You all be eating it. You love it, right?
Is
I
it
don't
supposed to make
necessarily-
you
it's
not
not my
want to have
first
sex
sauce.
before marriage?
Yeah, you guys asked me what was weird about Spokane. Okay, the fry sauce, the driving.
What do you mean the driving?
I used to obey like street signs before.
Oh, now you
before I
don't.
moved here. No,
Is that a Spokane thing?
Spokane did that. Yeah.
Well, you think really Spokane did that, or you
Oh, that's a
chose to do
personal
that
choice.
in Spokane?
Yeah, I
No.
think that's a
No,
personal
I
choice.
I was driving for 9 years before I came here, and then I moved here, and my driving, I don't think it got worse, but I don't listen to the street signs here. They're optional.
Okay.
Until you get sideswiped.
That is
Is that everything you think's weird here?
no.
Keep going.
Yeah, I want to hear
I like
more.
this.
Yeah, we're from here, so it's kind of good for us to know.
The restaurants are really,
Yeah.
really
yes.
really
Okay. You
subpar.
don't even. You can skip that one.
Yeah, we can
agree.
skip that because good restaurants are coming. In and Out, baby. In
Yeah,
and
I
Out
think-
2024.
I think they will.
Let's
I think they
go.
will.
Ooh, I don't want your fucking soggy French fries.
It's not about
Get
the French
outta
fries.
here.
It's the burger. It's the burger. It's the burger at the Birdcage.
Well, to get into it, it's a socio-economical issue. There isn't as much opportunity in a city like Spokane because it's a desert upon itself,
Easy Z for mayor.
in which there are not a lot of bigger cities nearby. So it's kind of a trap in which the opportunities that are here around are only here.
You think it's
And-
condensed to this area?
Yeah, and then so that creates a higher level of haves, like a higher separation of haves and have-nots, and I think
Interesting.
that's reflected in Spokane's culture.
I think it's weird how it
That's-
transpires just across the border too. Because in Coeur d'Alene, I think it's very much different.
Back home, there's plenty of have-nots, right?
Yeah.
It's not like there's no have-nots back home.
Right.
I would just say there's a far greater of like in-betweens as well.
Right,
Like
the
there's
middle is
there's a lot
easier to
more
hit.
rungs. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot more in like there's even like lower middle, like which is like there's like ways to like fight. I feel like there's just a lot more opportunity in
Yeah.
other places, right? Agency even, and here it's like I mean, I even hear, people like, you got a good job? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like...
Oh, yeah, no, I hear it all the time.
Yeah.
Just talking to people, it's pretty interesting to hear, like...
So I think that also reflects the culture of the people in Spokane as well. Like that.
Totally. I think a lot of people here feel like they don't get what they deserve.
I mean, yeah, Hilliard's especially.
Yeah, people really just feel like they're kind of just like, why not me? Where it's like, it can be you. You just have to change the way you think about it.
Spokane is one of the hardest markets in the U.S. It's actually a test market for a lot of things. Companies will come here and market things here first to see how we respond, because it is such half and half. It's very divided like that. It's interesting to kind of shed light on that.
Well, yeah, I would think if you're able to come to Spokane, market something, and it gets 60% of the market, you can take that to a bigger market. And
it'll work.
Yeah, and it'll work. You'll do like 70% plus, I would think. Because you'll have such an increase on the people that are like, oh. Like, yeah, there's more people, so obviously you're going to see, hopefully you see that 60%, but more than likely because of the mentality here, you're probably going to find more often than not that it is.
Well, it's just like, I was even talking to you, like, there's not a lot of cities that are the size of Spokane. Boise would be the next one that's like almost exact same size as Spokane. And I think the size of Spokane mixed with that socioeconomical-ish like culture that I referenced is like, it creates like that like a sweet spot for something like that.
Totally.
Where you're like, yeah, if it sells here, it'll sell everywhere else, because like this is
the hardest market to sell in.
not even that's the hardest market, but this is the consumers.
Yeah.
They're not selling it to the richer folk.
Yeah. Well, I would like to say Boise probably has a lot more opportunity, though. Just going there, it just seems like there's a lot more business to be had. It's a little bit more spread out. I think the land actually, and it's kind of weird that I say this, but you brought up driving. I think the way the land is laid with the cities is the reason why our driving is the way it is. You need to start going to church and you'll see plenty of
Yeah, you're right.
So,
A derogatory thing to say.
It rose a red flag. I'm not sure though.
I don't think it's a red flag if it's like,
me
oh,
living in Portland
like,
for 3
people
years
can
that
like
does that, but I don't know.
People now. Do we cancel ourselves? Like, do people?
No. But it's just like
but like, is that what people are doing? Is they're like canceling themselves from being able to speak like their word or their mind? Because it's like freedom of the press.
No,
like,
I mean, you don't want to say anything ignorant.
Yeah, but like, I think there's a fair difference between like being like having a racial slur in something you're saying compared to like.
No, but we could talk about something different. Like, it is difficult to like straddle the line of like business and play.
Yeah.
Especially in our fields of like being artists and business owners. Like, I don't know about you, but yeah, sometimes it's like at work. At work, on a shoot, I'll often like realize like how inappropriate some things I can say are. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be like, oh wow, well this is not the place for that. You know? And then, but that's like me being like trying to be a comedian performer, like breaking through in my business aspect of my life. Right?
I find myself so often in those situations falling back to like old religious upbringing where you just like, you cut off all the curse words, you stand up straight.
Yeah.
It kind of flips that switch.
Your family is super religious, so I feel like that has helped you.
So I put on that mask when I go into those situations, yeah, for sure.
And not that they're like religious in a bad way at all. Like, they're just super like kind, friendly people, and like so like,
pray before dinner.
Right. Like, so, yeah, when
They're not bad things.
No,
They're
when
good
I
things.
met them, I was just like, hide the tattoos, like.
I didn't expect Led Rose's dad to be like this.
No, Led Rose's dad was not that
Very kind. I would say all the Led Rose are very kind.
His extended family is much more religious than his closer family.
Yes.
Really? Oh, you met that when you went on that camping trip.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that because I think that kind of has some resemblance.
Man.
I think it has some resemblance to the bird cage. I think this talks about the bird cage. I think this is a great story for the bird cage because I only heard it from a mouth.
We could probably do
I
a
wanna-
whole podcast just on
R.I.P.
bird cages and birds.
Yeah, we could. But this bird is a specific bird, and I think this story makes the cut for episode number 2.
Well, yeah. So
Taylor, you should tell us a story.
I went to man camp and became a man with Taylor Wardell last year.
Lateral. Okay.
And I'll let him take it from there.
Yeah.
Explain what man.
Yeah.
camp
What's
is.
man camp? What is man camp? What is
First
this?
rule about man camp is you don't talk about man camp.
Okay. Well, broke that.
Yeah,
So-
we've already broken the rule number one. So keep it rolling.
So man camp is my family gets together, all the men in my family gets together, and they go out for a couple-day excursion where there are games and a couple prizes. And so you get split into teams, and you.
What kind of games? Like board games?
So it could be archery, shooting.
No, these are going to be more
like
manly
wilderness, like
things.
team building
Okay.
kind of event, like things, like but for family.
Like if
and
you
close
watch
friends.
Survivor, we're doing Survivor stuff. You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we had to build a shelter, and we were judged on whether or not we thought it could like hold up, or if it could be sleepable if you survive.
You shot
Some
the
shelters
shit out of a
were
pumpkin.
better
You know
than
what
the
I'm saying?
others.
Like these are man things.
Yeah.
We did shoot the hell out of a pumpkin. That was fun.
Okay.
But so where the bird comes in, there was had an interesting relationship, and there was a bird purchased through this relationship, and
What was the bird's name?
yeah.
Snugs.
Snugs.
yeah,
I
like,
remember now.
you know.
I don't know what I called the bird, but I didn't like it because it would fucking chase me around. Like I'd go over to your house and it would just attack. Like it just
And,
knew.
yeah.
I actually fell more in love with the bird Snugs only after it went into Shane's mouth. I do feel like I don't know about you. This is a real statement. This isn't even a joke. I feel like it became much more docile after it went in Shane's mouth. I'm not. That's really how I feel. Like I
I
feel like before
really
he
feel
put
like
it
that
in the
was
mouth,
the weirdest thing ever. Asking for some
it
sort
was
of
like kind of really bitey towards me, and then he put it in Shane's mouth, and it never really was like as. But like I remember in the car, I was snuggling with it. Yeah, like him putting in that bird in his mouth really. Like he broke. You know, you bite a dog's ear, like in sled dogs, or what? I mean, is that what it's called?
I don't know, but keep going.
No, you go ahead. Sorry.
So bird. There's a bird, right?
In the interesting
In
relationship.
the interesting relationship, there's a bird, and things get so tense with this interesting relationship that I didn't want to be home, couldn't really be home. Things were awry. She was moving out, and so I took the bird with me to this camping event, this man camp, to make sure that she didn't take.
It's like on your shoulder, like a little parrot.
That was my thought process. I had like a stand and like the little thing that it slept in, and brought this bird with us up there.
This is probably what, September,
Last year.
October 1st-ish maybe.
Yeah, it's a little cold,
Yeah.
but still like good. There was a cabin and there was heat, and so like I thought through it a little bit. Ended up going to bed, and the bird like came into my sleeping bag, and I snuggled the bird to death.
Whoa, hold
so
on.
I
Hold
woke
on.
up-
You just jumped the conclusion.
Yeah, no, I woke up to a dead bird.
I woke up that day, and the first thing that I wake up, and Connor's like at the door of the tent, and he's just like, the bird's dead. Like, is that
I don't mean to laugh
like
because
the-
this was a dramatic.
No, like
this
it was
was
like
Trump.
it was like the first.
Not dramatic.
it was like-
Traumatic.
It was like the first thing that like could you imagine like waking up and just like camping like all right. Yeah.
the
And-
bird's dead.
Yes, literally.
I don't know what happened.
Oh yeah, no.
Taylor
it
just
was
woke up and he
awful.
said that the bird was dead.
It was
Taylor
awful.
called me pretty upset, and he was like, "Dude."
I was more upset about the bird dying than I was about the relationship.
He was way more upset about the bird dying. In tears.
I was a bad father. I was in tears. I was a bad dad. That
I
bird
just
is
remember you
buried
telling me what-
in my backyard.
what is
with
entangled
a
in my brain?
gravestone of different crystals and like gems, and it's very beautiful, just like the bird was.
The dream. I thought the dream. That was the most terrifying instance when I think of the
Oh,
story.
I woke up.
Yeah, 'cause you said you had
I
a
woke up
dream.
and I was like, I just knew instantly. I was like,
Oh.
I'm like something's wrong. Like I just like had that feeling, like that gut feeling, like, and because I just like woke up out of nothing. So like I must have heard the bird squawking or something in my sleep, and then like what an awful feeling.
Yeah, that is one of the many reasons why we are
Birdcage. Sorry for the sad story.
The bird cage.
I'm gonna say that has nothing to do with with why we're the bird.
I just like that reason. It's a good reason for me.
No, I
and
know.
that's enough.
No, I know.
If I have a reason, that's enough.
R.I.P. Snugs.
R.I.P. Snugs.
So
R.I.P. that one bird that got squashed.
Yeah, what was that bird's name?
Never had a name, right?
So yeah, no, there's been a string of squished birds, and I've decided that we can't have.
We're starting
any
a
more
restaurant
birds,
next.
For a while.
You squished the other one too?
No, I didn't squish the other one. I found it squished.
The yellow one?
No, there was a blue one.
I remember the blue
yellow
one.
Is the yellow one
We
squished?
thought. I remember we thought Trent
No, the
ate
yellow
it.
one is alive. There's one bird. It is alive. It is actually the one that I got first.
Yeah, I
It has-
remember.
It has seen all of its other friends die, and I feel very bad for this bird. But I'm scared to get it another friend on the. I might
Account
squish
of,
it.
like, bad
It
luck.
might die.
You kill-
I have some bad bird mojo, I guess, and I am scared of getting more birds.
What if that's the bird that's like casting bad fucking like energy, and it's like any bird that Taylor owns other than me will die.
I also want to say that bird's energy changed up right quick after those other birds died too.
Oh yeah, calm down, because it knew. Hey, you're next.
If you just watched both your best friends die, you might change up.
I think there's a
terrible.
good chance.
I also saw Shane put that bird in his mouth, so I think that could.
Ooh, we have. So next, when I in the future, like years down the road,
You
once
guys, you guys have never seen Sled Dogs?
I don't know about the sled
You
dogs.
making bobsled team?
Yes, I've seen that, but I
All
just
right,
don't know.
not that
how-
movie. Not
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know how that's like how that bond like breaks the bird. to where the bird's like normal.
You've
again.
never seen Cuba Downing Jr.
Oh, it's a new one.
Cuba Downing Jr.
Shout out Infused.
He's
Who?
Cuba Downing. All right, we're gonna break a second, guys. We're gonna go ahead and take a time for our sponsors. M-Fuse is a local marijuana brand. They have great disposable weed cartridges right here. You can see. So go ahead, subscribe to us to get the hottest deals with M-Fuse. Link in our bio. Yeah. All right. Sorry. Back to our regular programming.
Bottega Create. It's the bird cage. What's up?
What were we talking about?
We were talking about Shane putting the bird in his mouth, and I just am not.
Oh no. So yeah.
I don't
he's like
understand.
some
I don't understand the-
mouth bird
Cuba
gypsy.
Downing Jr. He has a team of sled dogs in Alaska, and he's doing the Iditarod. That you've never seen this movie?
I think I have.
Yeah,
My grandpa helped out on the Iditarod.
Disney Channel original. But the way he like these dogs aren't listening to him, and then the way I can't believe you've never seen this movie, Taylor.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
He's seen it too. If you showed it, he would know. Oh, I've seen this movie
Yeah.
before.
But the way he breaks the dogs is he bites their ear, and like I did that as a kid after I watched that movie. I bit all the dog's ears I've ever like had, right? But I think that might be really similar with the birds in the mouth.
I know this girl, Destiny, that would spit in her pit bull's mouth and say it was the same thing. She's like, to show dominance to my dog, this is why my dog listens to me so well. And she'd open the dog's mouth and spit in the dog's mouth.
Did
And
it turn
she's
you
like,
on?
No, I thought it was cruel. I was like, this is fucking horrible.
This was worse than I was expecting, but I thought you were gonna say you put the girl in your mouth and like then she.
I got you now.
Would you
This is more upsetting.
Would you think it would be more cruel if she spat in the dog's ass? Like lift the tail up and just hide the
I think that'd be a favor. I think you're cleaning off some dingles that need to go. And if you're out, if the water's running
Gross.
low, you just use that fucking self-man
Gross.
water. And it's nice lubricant, so it's like the chances of stuff coming off are way higher. I mean, you're gonna get stuff that's gonna come off with a nice loogie. Kind of gross, but I would rather prefer you spit on the dog's ass than in the mouth. Would you? What would you rather do? You have a dog. You're a dog owner.
Gun to your head. You have to spit in the dog's mouth or spit in the dog's ass. What are you doing?
Yeah, what?
Mouth.
So you ass?
Oh yeah. What about you?
Do you own a dog?
I owned a dog when I was younger. I would not own a dog right now because I feel like there's certain requirements to own a dog. You gotta have a yard.
Would you? Okay, now
You
think
can't,
of my dog.
dude. If you live with
have
a
to
dog
imagine
in an
my dog.
apartment,
No. It's not your dog. It's not your dog. It's not your dog.
No, he has to imagine Trinity now. You
Oh,
want to
okay.
spit in Trinity's ass? Or you want to spit in your mouth?
I'd spit in Trinity's mouth. I would.
I want to go ahead and say it. I feel like it'd be less weird if it was a male dog's ass.
Yeah, a girl dog's ass. That's almost like
if I'm spitting on like the girl dog's like.
I didn't think of that. I don't like this. This is making me uncomfortable. This is disgusting. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Are you guys fucking serious? Let's just move on, because this is not good.
I think we're done with it. I think there's no more we can talk about it.
It's awful.
I think it's played itself out. Oh, that was good.
I don't like any of that.
So mouth.
It depends on the dog. Case by case is what I'll say on that one. Case by case.
I don't know if this is better, but my brain's going.
So I have a cat, though.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to let you know, I wouldn't spit in my cat's ass or my cat's mouth. Because I think that would be odd. I think that's odd. I'd rather spank my cat and get no results than to spit in my cat's mouth or spit in its ass and see results. I'd rather not see results.
Honestly, this makes me this makes me think. I wonder, like, did this? It makes me think. It's like this is repeated behavior that this girl. Throw this over. You've had enough.
So okay, how about this then?
I'm
Justin?
I'm just thinking. I'm thinking what this girl is doing that you've seen. The girl who did that, right?
Yeah.
I think she's repeating that behavior.
She does.
She's seen someone else do it and she's repeating it.
Really?
Yeah, you don't just.
Maybe her parents did it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe her parents spit in her mouth.
Oh.
Bad girl.
Oh, God. No.
Who's here?
Who's this? Oh, it's Dominic.
I know. We get to see Dominic right now. So this is the man that we've been talking about, actually.
Actually, Dominic, I got it. Here, can you sit down real quick? I have a quick question for you.
Hey, is this when we say, are you a dom or are you a submiss?
We'll ask that after. We'll ask that right after. 'Cause
Okay.
I think this question leads into that.
All right, what's going on today?
What's your name?
But yeah, tell the people who you are.
Who are you?
Dom.
Oh, turn your watch off. It's so loud.
Here, just give me that.
Turn my watch off.
Yeah, it's just like super loud.
Who are you? Oh, first off,
My name is Dom and I press buttons.
Well, thanks, Dom. This is the Birdcage.
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 All right, birdcage. First time in the birdcage.
Yeah, brought to you by Bottega Create. This, I'll let you. You can tell us who you are and
give
what
me
you
your
do,
phone?
where you're at.
Or just throw it on the couch. Much better. Thank you.
Bingo. So what?
So I got a question for you, Dominic. If you had a gun to your head.
Oh God! Don't ask him this. Don't ask him this.
Oh yeah, no, we should ask.
If you had a gun to your head and you had to.
You had to either spit in a dog's mouth or
for a punishment.
or spit in their ass.
What would you do?
This is the first question.
I just got done crying, so.
So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna spit in the dog's ass? Or are you gonna spit in the dog's mouth?
And now
You don't have to. You don't have to. answer
It's
that.
it's your dog. It's Samson.
Oh no! No!
I missed
You
him
guys-
so much. I just dropped him
Samson.
off.
No,
Okay.
you don't have to answer that. Dom, thank you so much. Hey, everybody, let's give it up for Dom. I think we're almost done. Oh, we have plenty. No, we're have plenty of time. We have plenty of time.
Great.
Oh, that was good.
You came in perfect timing.
That's the first question.
Connor's just sitting here sleeping.
What?
Connor's sleeping on the clock.
I'm listening to the podcast.
It's so good.
It's so good.
I love it.
So what are we calling ourselves again? Cage something?
The podcast is.
This is the Birdcage
You're-
podcast.
the
You're
Birdcage.
you're in the birdcage.
Wait,
You're
hold
in the
on. Let's-
Birdcage.
What was that
You're-
acapella we were working on? Birdcage? Birdcage song.
Welcome.
Men.
No.
Men.
Bird, bird,
Birdcage,
bird,
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 birdcage,
bird,
birdcage,
yeah.
bird,
Birdcage. Birdcage. Welcome
We're gonna get
to the Birdcage. To the Birdcage.
bird.
But actually, I think I was actually talking about this. You were expressing to me not long ago that you discovered that red dye 40 is bad for you.
I have it all the time, and they just say it. I don't know who says it. I just see it on the media. Don't believe it.
Does that mean you're no longer affiliated?
With the media?
Yeah.
I am the media.
Okay.
So I don't know what to say about that.
What would you say to people who say YB Dolo? You're not young, you're not Elvis, and you're not a boy.
I'd say they don't know how to spell Elvis.
How do
That-
you spell Elvis?
Yeah, how do you spell?
Elvys. That's Elvis.
Is that final answer? Would you like to phone a friend?
Hold on, let me phone a friend.
Close your mic.
Yep. Final answer is ELVYS.
No, but
Elvis.
I want you to spell accommodations for me right now.
AC
Say the word and then spell it.
accommodations. BLOWJOB. Accommodations?
And you, sir, are the weakest bird. Goodbye.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. Close us out, Taylor.
Birdcage.
This has been Birdcage, brought to you by Bottega Create. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, do what you do. Peace.